All right, we've got a couple of guest helpers to help with our Christian architecture song. Where'd it go? Screen share. It's right there. Okay. All right, to the tune of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Hey there. Ready, go. Oh, wait. Time out. I'm a little embarrassed singing this for you guys. No, I'll sing it. They're gonna hum it. Okay, ready, go. Santa Sabina is based on Roman basilicas like Basilica Opia. Santa Sabina is based on Roman. Get over here. Basilicas. They try to go away. Santa Sabina is longitudinal, focusing down the nave toward the apse, while San Vitale is octagonal with an ambulatory. About to fire them. San Vitale has Byzantine mosaics of Justinian and Theodora. San Vitale has Byzantine mosaics of Justinian and Theodora. You sound great. Hagia Sophia first was a church by Justinian in Constantinople. Hagia Sophia first was a church in Constantinople. Hagia Sophia used pendentives and squinches and was built by a mathematician. Hagia Sophia turned into a mosque and now is a museum. We're doing great. St. Foy Cathedral contains a reliquary of a young martyr with the tympanum. This reminds pilgrims of purpose of salvation so they don't go to hell. I think that's from Sarah. Chartres Cathedral is a Gothic church with pointed arches and ribbed groin vaults. Chartres Cathedral has flying buttresses and soaring verticality. Oh my God, we're not done. Flying buttresses hold the church, transfers weight to the ground below. Ribbed groin vaults distribute weight from roof to buttresses. Oh my gosh, one more. The Church of St. Foy is Romanesque with a reliquary sculpture of St. Foy. This became a pilgrimage site, so they added a transept. Okay, thank you so much, guest singers. That was lovely. You are free. Thank you. Okay, so there's different types of churches. The definition of an axial church is a church whose plan is organized along the longitudinal axis. This plan type is also called longitudinal. And look at that. All right, so one that we looked at in great depth is the Santa Sabina in Rome, Italy. And it's got all of these words that we need to know. The nave is the center aisle, basically. So you think about your navel in the center. This is the center aisle, and it is the widest part of the church. And then you're typically going to have two side aisles. Don't forget about that apse. It's all about that apse. That's going to be at the ends. You walk in through the narthex. And there's a picture of the interior. Okay, the nave is lit by the clerestory windows. Where have we seen those before? I should have put that in here. But we saw those back in Egypt with the Temple of Amun-Re, and then we saw them with the Basilica Opia for Roman, and then here they are again. All right, the layout is central axis, focusing attention to the altar in the apse, framed by a triumphal arch. The lower roof over the side, so the side aisles have a lower roof than the nave has. The columns support round arches, creating a nave arcade. So remember, an arcade is repeating arches. Now we have a nave arcade. Nave arcade divides the nave from the side aisles. That makes sense. The marble Corinthian capitals are reused from a pagan building. Spolia. I don't say spoiler. Spolia. Spolia means material reused from an earlier building is known as spolia, which is Latin for spoils. It's better than boils. All right, here's some more pictures for you guys. It's coming. All right, the exterior is plain brick, and then the interior is lavishly decorated with marble. This reflects the Christian belief that the human soul, that's the interior, is more important and sacred than the exterior. All right, so some architectural terms. There's the nave, the apse, the narthex, the chapels, and the ambulatory. And this is the central plan, which is different than the longitudinal plan. So the central plan, we have San Vitale from Ravenna. Here's the interior of it, and you can see mosaics. This would be Byzantine. Look at those Byzantine mosaics. You've got Justinian here, and then Theodora. All right, a lot of vocabulary. So the ambulatory, the apse, the atrium, the axial plan, which again is like the longitudinal plan, what a basilica is, catacomb, central plan, clerestory, coffer. Feel free to pause if you want to read the definitions. And then here they are and how they relate to the ground floor plan. Cubicula, gospels, loculi, lunette. No, that's a great name, lunette. Narthex, nave, an orant figure. That's the guy with their hands up. Spolia, transept. All right, and then how that relates to the Christian church. That looks like this. This is more Romanesque or Gothic. So you've got the nave, the apse, all those words. So the ambulatory kind of circumambulates or goes around the apse. You have these radiating chapels. The transept, like we said, that's what was added to accommodate for pilgrimage sites so that people could come in through the side aisles and then they could leave, or they could go around the ambulatory and then exit from the transept. All right, and then here's the definitions for the central plan words. Okay, and then we've got different types of arches. So there's a Romanesque arch, and then there's the Gothic arch. Remember, Gothic is soaring verticality. So Gothic is going to be the pointed arch. The Romanesque is going to be more of the round arch. Romanesque building use rounded arches, and the interiors are very heavy. There's not a lot of light coming in because everything is so heavy. Gothic architecture, Gothic structures favored pointed arches, and the exteriors are expansive and filled with light. So they have the stained glass windows, they have thinner walls because they have flying buttresses that allows for all that light to start to come in. So here's our examples. This one is Romanesque, and you can see back here the round portal. There's a portal. And then it depicts the Last Judgment, and it was chaotic when it talked about hell, and it was very organized when it talked about heaven. And then you can compare that to the Gothic. It's not a very pointy arch, but it's a little archy. It's kind of archy. Okay. All right, different type of vaults. You've got the barrel vault, which we looked at when concrete was first developed with the Colosseum, and then you have the groin vault and then the rib vault. The rib vault is pointier, so the rib vault is very Gothic. Okay, so here's an example. In our Gothic church, it was the Chartres Cathedral. Pretty sure it was a Chartres Cathedral. So it's showing you the ribbed groin vaults from inside. And then you can compare that to the barrel vault of the the Arena Chapel with the Giotto paintings inside. Okay, so here's all of our Gothic architecture terms. There's a lot. So on the left, the buttress is the structure built against another structure in order to strengthen or support it. Historically, they have been used to strengthen large buildings or walls. So these are the flying buttresses. Remember, it's like putting your arms on someone's back to support them. That's the flying buttress. Flying buttress, stone arch and its pier that supports a roof from a pillar outside the building. The pinnacle is the stone arch and its pier that supports a roof from a pillar outside the building. So this is the pinnacle up here. Here it's showing you the ribbed vaulting. The clerestory windows are going to be up there. Pointed arch, the nave, the aisle. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a break and then do Islamic. Ooh, hi.